There is a sentence every woman secretly dreads hearing from a man. Not because it's cruel, not because it's manipulative, but because it ends the game. When a woman pulls away, she expects one of three reactions from you. You beg, you argue, or you explode. What she does not expect is a man who looks at her, breathes once, and calmly says, "I respect your choice, but I won't chase you." Those 9 words shatter the story in her head. They flip the frame from "she's rejecting you" to "you're choosing yourself." In this video, I'm going to show you exactly why those words hit so deep, when to use them, when not to, and how to back them up so you never fall back into begging again. Let's start with something uncomfortable. When she pulls away, she already scripted your reaction. In her mind, she sees you texting paragraphs, calling late at night, asking, "What did I do wrong?" That emotional chaos becomes her evidence that she made the right decision. Your meltdown becomes her validation. Your panic tells her, "I was the prize all along." And the worst part? You think you're fighting for the relationship, but you're actually fighting for her approval. She's not just deciding if she wants you, she's watching how much power she has over your nervous system. That's why most men lose the moment she says, "I just need some space," or "I'm not sure how I feel anymore." They start auditioning. They start selling themselves. They start negotiating their own value. And once you're in that role, it doesn't matter what words you use. She feels your neediness more than she hears your logic. Point 1. Why these words hit so hard. So why do those 9 words hit so differently? I respect your choice, but I won't chase you. First, listen carefully to what they do not contain. There is no begging, no convincing, no manipulation, no passive-aggressive guilt. The first half, "I respect your choice," does 2 powerful things. It shows emotional control, and it hands her full ownership of her decision. You are not fighting reality. You are not trying to twist her arm back into the relationship. The second half, "but I won't chase you," cuts off her supply of ego and attention. It tells her, very calmly, "You can walk away, but you don't get to take my self-respect with you." In her nervous system, that creates something called cognitive dissonance. She expected chaos. Instead, she gets clarity. She expected to be the sun with you orbiting around her. Instead, she realizes you are your own center of gravity. That's why women fear these words from a man who actually means them. They expose the truth. You were never dependent on her to feel valuable. Point 2. When to use these words. Now, before you start copy-pasting this line into every text thread, slow down. These words have power only when they are backed by reality. If you say, "I won't chase you," and then blow up her phone, the sentence becomes a joke. You use this sentence when 3 things are true. 1. She's clearly pulling away or ending things. 2. You've already shown effort and clarity about what you want. And 3. You are prepared to actually walk away. If you use it as a trick to pull her back, you've already lost. Because tricks come from fear, not from frame. Sometimes you'll say these words and she will test you. She'll send a casual text. She'll watch your stories. She'll ask, "So, how have you been?" That's not always love returning. Sometimes it's just her ego checking if the door is still open. A man with a strong frame doesn't slam the door, but he doesn't stand there begging either. He keeps living his life, growing his value, and responds only when it actually serves his standards. Point 3. Breaking down the 9 words. Let's dissect those 9 words so you can actually embody them. I respect your choice. That means you are not fighting her free will. You're not trying to talk her out of what she feels. Respect doesn't mean you agree. It means you're mature enough to accept reality as it is. But I won't chase you. That is the boundary. That is where your dignity speaks. You are not threatening her. You're not saying, "You'll regret this," or "You'll never find someone like me." You're simply stating a policy. If you walk away from my life, I let you walk. The power is not in the vocabulary. It's in the energy underneath. Calm, grounded, non-reactive. If your voice is shaking, if you're secretly hoping she'll panic and come back, she'll feel that. Women are extremely sensitive to emotional incongruence. So before you ever say these words to her, you say a different sentence to yourself. I would rather be alone than with someone who isn't sure about me. When that belief is real in your body, the 9 words come out effortlessly. They sound like a conclusion, not a performance. Point 4. The framework. Pause, phrase, pattern. Let me give you a simple framework so you don't freeze in the moment. Step 1 is pause. When she says, "I don't know if this is working," you do not react instantly. You breathe. You let the silence sit for a second. You feel the punch in your chest, but you don't leak it all over her. Step 2 is phrase. You look at her or you type slowly. I understand. I respect your choice, but I won't chase you. That's it. No essays, no speeches, no extra paragraphs trying to reopen a closed door. Step 3 is pattern. Your behavior from that moment on must match your words. You do not check her stories on purpose. You do not ask mutual friends what she's doing. You do not send late night, just checking on you messages. You focus on rebuilding your life, your body, your mission, your friendships, your money, your emotional discipline. Because the point of these words is not to get her back. The point is to get you back. Point 5. How this changes your identity. When you start operating like this, something bigger changes than just one breakup. You stop being the man who is terrified of rejection. You become the man who can face it head-on without collapsing. You stop chasing emotional crumbs. You start treating your time, your attention, and your peace like rare currency. You realize a relationship is not a place where you prove you're enough. It's a place where 2 already whole people choose each other. And if someone decides they don't choose you, your job is not to audition harder. Your job is to protect your standards and exit with dignity. That's the identity shift most men never make. They keep repeating the same cycle. Attach fast, ignore red flags, panic when she pulls away, then chase until there's nothing left. You're not here for that. You're here to learn how to be a man whose presence is calm, grounded, and rare. A man who can say, without anger and without fear, "I respect your choice, but I won't chase you," and then actually live like he means it. If you're listening to this and you feel that knot in your chest, it might be because you've never given yourself that level of respect before. Maybe you've always believed that love means fighting until you have nothing left. Maybe you were taught that walking away is weakness. The truth is, walking away when your standards are not met is one of the strongest things a man can do. Not as a game, not as a manipulation, but as a statement of who you are. So the next time she pulls away, remember, you are not losing the only woman who will ever want you. You're being shown where your self-respect begins. And if you want more videos that rewire how you see yourself, your relationships, and your frame as a man, subscribe to this channel and stay with me. You're not the desperate version of you that past relationships created. You are the man who can look someone in the eye and say, "I respect your choice, but I won't chase you," and then walk forward into something better. I'll see you in the next one.